communicated, and I was not informed. I didn't get any phone call. They are failed! 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 They are failed!
With that video, I bring you to this wonderful program titled "There is not going to be election if care is not taken." Those of you on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you are welcome. Do me a favor, share this video, and let's go from there. I believe in God, and permit me have to call on Him to help me to speak His mind to our people. Father, thank you for this opportunity to address one or two issues. I ask for wisdom. I ask for knowledge. Forgive us all our shortcomings, inadequacies, and help us to get ready for the end time is here with us. Help us to get in better. As we speak, let it change the life of people to change their perspective and do the right thing. Thank you, Lord, for hearing us. We pray in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. This anybody who saw this post now will be wondering, so why are we sure that it's Jovika that is saying this? My name is Jovika and I'm broadcasting from Jovika TV. Some people will say, are you sure it is Jovika is saying this thing? Is it not somebody that is been cloned speaking from him? Because why would people say that? Look at this video. Those of you on Facebook and YouTube, Instagram, pardon me, it's only those of you who see it because that's where I have the video. Ever since I made this video, after making this video, you have never seen me making another video in respect of this. Watch this one.
10 times to boost their numbers. And some people go say, I don't go vote. Whether I vote or not vote, they don't put somebody. You just foolish. You are the most foolish Nigerian. Make all of una go register with una PVC. Make una get joint mind. I'm not going to say because I think Tinibu that the choice where APC bring. Not be only APC and PDP now Nigeria gets. There are other parties. We know of Peter Obi. Everybody don't talk and say Peter Obi. Some people say they're too stingy.
Yeah, this is the video, one of the first video I made in regards to the emergence of this election period. I made that video and I own up to it. I'm not denying it. But if you have been following me consistently in my page, you will discover that ever since I made this video where I was telling people that they must go out and get their PVC and vote for the right candidate, I've been a little bit silent on the issue of election. If you have been very sensitive enough to know, you can't just come out and say this is the person I am supporting, this is the person I'm standing behind. If you are very observant, my close followers. So because why I went into silent is because of this video I'm going to be making now. I've been making consultation, I've been praying, I've been asking questions, I've been researching to know what is the way forward for Nigeria. And before that, I want to play you the video because our people said something. Where did we get it wrong? I will be playing a couple of videos, but some of them will be only audio because I don't want Facebook or YouTube to attack my channel or tell me that I'm using another person's work. But their voice you will hear. Some of them, I will also display them. Some of them that I have permission to show, I will display them. So let's listen to this this guy. Listen.
When you take the history of Nigeria, from the very beginning, when we were amalgamated, to the very beginning we became a nation, we got it altogether wrong. You bring in people of different culture, different beliefs, different socialization, different milieu, different outlooks, merge them together by force to form a nation. Only the initial builders of Nigeria had a clear vision and a mission, devoid of any sentiment. Soon thereafter, it became clear that it was a wrong union. It was a union that was not properly negotiated.
It was a wrong union. It was a union that was not properly negotiated. This is where we all got it wrong. No one has said we. the colonial masters and our leaders then. It was a union that was not properly negotiated. It was a union that was not properly consulted by the people to do. Hence, that's why a group of people have come and you guys have a constitution for this union. This constitution, who made this constitution? It was discovered that it was a decree, a military decree that was brought into 1999, and that is why it's still being called to tomorrow 1999 constitution. Now, there have been review of this constitution, but unfortunately, after all the review, they still remain the same thing, because there is a hidden agenda. There's an ulterior motive why those who made that constitution did it. Now, look at what this man said. This man, and most of the people I'm playing their voice note or voice or the video, they are all from the northern side of northern extraction of Nigeria. Almost all of them, they are from the north. Let's watch this
regarding
one. Ready to arise.
Statement by Mr. President addressing the governors that there should be reciprocity. The reciprocity in this respect means he gave the governors free hand to choose their successors in their respective states. And likewise, they should not interfere with his choice of his own successor. And I think that is only fair.
And feel proud, just like every other Nigerian will feel proud. And the honest truth to me is
the first one you heard, the first one you heard there is from Arise. Arise. Yes, interview. Yes, somebody wrote it. Thank you, Eze. That was from Arise. Exactly, you're correct. So this one, I don't know the source, but I'm going to play the audio. Then I will begin to talk and tell you there will be no election. After mentioning things, I am not the type that will come and tell you God told me when God has never spoken. It's not as if I don't hear from God. Those who know me long ago will know that I have spoken to them over what is happening in their life without them telling me anything. By the grace of God, God helps me. Most time I will mention the name of your family or yourself. I've seen people who come to I call their name. It is the grace. If God comes to me on that way, I operate. It doesn't happen anytime after the Spirit is there. So why I'm saying this, that it's not to promote myself, but I'm telling you that when God speaks to me, I know. But most of things that have to do with political, I've discovered that God has never spoken to me on any issue politically. Some pastors, maybe it is their calling. Some prophet, it is their calling. They will come and tell you, God told me. God has never spoken to me on anything political. Even if I hear a voice, I'm confused. I don't say it is God or not. But I have said so many things that has to do in political terrain that happened the same way I said it. I don't want to mention in past. Like the present government of Buhari, even when Reverend Father Mbaka said that this man is the Messiah, I say no, Buhari is a disaster to Nigeria. I said it. Though there was time I've not known, I don't have a page like this. I was not known. I was making my normal Facebook page, tweeting. People were attacking me. But that one is a prophecy fulfilled. That's why I thank God for Buhari today. I thank God for Buhari. Buhari is a prophecy fulfilled because we prophesied that he's going to be a disaster to Nigeria. So he is prophecy fulfilled. Believe it, don't believe it, that is the truth. I'm happy it's happening. Because if that guy never ruled Nigeria, they will call us false prophet. They will say we are not saying that, we don't know what we are saying. It has happened to everybody. Even the so-called followers of him. Even our own Reverend Father Mbaka, who says the Messiah, can attest that he made a mistake. Let's tell ourselves the truth. He will agree with me that he made a very big mistake by saying that Buhari is a Messiah. So why am I saying this? I remember that's number one. So if you are talking about what I have talked about prophecy or said something about the politics, how it happened, now Buhari is one of them. Number two, I have talked about this Donald Trump election, second election. I mentioned it. Those of you who follow me know when you were attacking me and insulting me that you are not supporting somebody who will come and give you freedom. I said this guy is not coming back as an American government. All attack, head will lose on me. I'm supporting Joe Biden. It's not an issue of supporting. I'm telling you what I am seeing going to happen. I also said it's not God that spoke, but I say with what I am seeing. I know what I'm seeing, and I know how I'm seeing it. I said Donald Trump is not coming back. I was attacked. It has happened today. So my people are still saying that he's going to come back in 2024 to complete. Yet I'm here to make comment on that. I'm here to make comment on that. So it has happened today. It is life. Now, I told you guys about Anambra election. Few days to Anambra election, Odumeje made a prophecy that there will be no election in Anambra, that there will be bloodshed. I made a video saying, no, there will be election in Anambra. There will not even be killing that day. Before you know it, the IPOB called off their seat at home. They say everybody should go and learn. Before you know it, the election held. And I told them that APC have rigged the election already. But the APGA who are on grass should still be there because they are the original winners of that election. But if they keep quiet and go to sleep, APGA with APC will take it from them because they have already written the result. And later on, video surface where they have already written the result. As I said it happened that way. But thank God, the people that won are winning the election. So I'm telling you these two or three now to tell you that most time when I say something in regards to politics, it is happened that way. Now I'm telling you there may be no election. But I don't see election coming in 2023, except something changed in the realm of the spirit. So ever since I made that video and told you guys that you go and get a PVC through that woman that the video I showed you earlier, I have been silent because there's a group they're called Ninas. They look at what they've been saying. Look at one of their posts. I want to make it one of their posts. Look at what they said. They said, and I look at this one. Look at what they said there. They said, no election in 2030 until the fraudulent 1999 constitution is brought down. There will be no election in 1990 until the fraudulent 1999 constitution is brought down. This has been their declaration. This has been their claim. This has been what they've been saying. Let that particular constitution be brought up because why? The constitution was not meant by the people. The constitution has people that is covered. In fact, you guys saw the video a man made that's a calculated plan to Islamize Nigeria. I played that video in one of my previous videos. I don't want to play it again because I don't want this video to be too long. This man said, I watched that video in Ghana when I traveled for a crusade in Ghana 2014, January. And the man said in that video that he has traveled to so many places in the east, telling them that it's a plan to Islamize Nigeria. That video I listened to it in 2014 January, and the man said he has been traveling to so many places for some months now or years to tell people about the Islamization of Nigeria. In other words, this man started that campaign in 2012. So I listened in 2014. Now he says that's the calculated plan to Islamize Nigeria. He said Babangida had paid 10 million naira, $10 million to make sure Nigeria remains an Islamic country among the OIC. It was during the time of good luck that the payment stopped, and that's why if you stay 10 years without subscribing to the Islamic Nation plan, they will delist you. They will remove your name. To avoid removing the name, they made every effort that the Buhari must come so that he will pay the bills to Islamic OIC. You may believe it, you may not believe it, but that's the truth. Now, most of the thing the man said there is happening live. It has been confirmed by Governor Otom that he has made every frantic effort to stop the killing in his community. They don't want to stop. They keep killing his people. That necessitated him and made him to inaugurate a security outfit in a country that called itself One Nigeria. We are having different security outfit. What a failed nation. So this man here, I played the audio, he said the mistake was made from the beginning. People were brought together without their consent, without them speaking. And these people are following up this Ninas group, the indigenous people. They say, we don't know how this particular election was made. Now, to confirm to you that these people want to Islamize Nigeria, listen to this voice note. The oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. You know it. Listen to it again. Listen to it again.
The oil in Delta belongs to Jigawa. As long yes, because we are called Nigeria today. So that's what I'm telling you. The oil belongs to us all. And we as Nigeria shall do everything possible to make sure we take that oil so that Jigawa people will have the oil as well. We'll have the money of the oil. Anybody who thinks the oil of Bayelsa belongs to only Bayelsa is just deceiving himself. As long as we are in Nigeria, we will make sure that we have uninterrupted supply of oil so that there will be uninterrupted supply of money to Jigawa state. As long as we are called Nigeria. Of course.
Mark that word. It says, as long as we are called Nigeria, there must be uninterrupted supply of oil to every near nation. We must make sure, because the oil in Bayelsa and Delta belongs to the north. Jigawa, he's not mentioned them. He said it. You guys have heard it. No need of playing in the video. You have heard it. Listen to him again.
We have to understand that, look, I am a full animal, and Ijo is different, Yoruba is different, but then God has made us to stay together.
I'm a Fulani man. Enjoy is different, but then that core Nigeria has made us stay together. And since we are together, we must make sure that we enjoy the oil. Very good, very good. But I want to ask him, why can't we enjoy the gold in Zamfara the same way we all are enjoying the oil in Nigeria, for Nigeria? Why are we not enjoying the gold in Zamfara the same way? That's the question I'm asking. I know what he want to answer me. So long as we name one, well, you must enjoy the oil. That's why you go to NNPC now. All the appointment position, all the positions are manned by the Northerners. Most especially Fulani men. Now they are there holding all this position. He said as long as they remain Nigeria, they must make sure that everybody enjoy the oil. But I want to ask, why also can't we enjoy the gold mining in Zamfara? Now, because of your Nigeria, so many of Northerners are the appointed into position of authorities in NNPC. Why can't we also appoint the Southerners into position of authority in Zamfara to be in charge of the gold over there, to be in charge of all the cotton produced there, to be in charge of all the economic, agricultural produce? Let us be in charge. Let Southerners also be in charge. We are only in Nigeria when something comes from the south. But we are not Nigeria when it has to do from the north. So I want you to get this into your mind. Now, he said we must make sure, we must, under no story. Now, this man says something. Let's listen to this guy again, and I'll begin to tell you why I told you that it's not going to be election. Watch it.
Fingers. The question is, who is actually better off? I'm a northerner. I'm from Kano State. And I have been accused by colleagues and brothers in a very civil political discussion of dominating the polity, dominating the economy, and dominating the security. So I asked the question, if I dominate the polity, I have the president. Yes, I have the executive council and appointees that are constitutional, just like every other state. But what is my economic situation? And what is my security situation today? So the question is it working for me if I dominate somebody? It's not. The question is, look at all the indices of development. The North today is actually worse off. Security, education, prosperity, development, I don't know. What have you? The North is not very well positioned. In fact, other parts of the country that have been pushed off in opposition space have managed to organize themselves into a survival mode and come up with a credible economic and development mode.
So this man is saying something that I'm very careful not to play videos so that I don't want to have any flag on my channel because I've heard it somewhere. So he says something. He said the country should be decentralized so that people will develop themselves. That this central government that is affecting the development even in the north, despite they are holding the powers, that they are still underdeveloped. They are accusing them to holding to all the power, yet they are undeveloped. Since they are holding it, not working, let them go and use themselves and develop themselves. But let me tell you something, this man is speaking as a man who just very simple, but the truth remains that they are not ready to let go because number one, they have an agenda. A meeting has been held back then in 1989. During the time of Babangida, that meeting was that Nigeria belongs to an Islamic nation. It's an Islamic nation. That meeting, after holding, they have been paying their monthly dues of $10 million to keep Nigeria as an Islamic nation. That meter was also used to make sure that all the appointment in a critical position, strategic position, must be Northerners. Have you wondered why? Since 2015, this man, President Buhari, took over power. Have you wondered he has refused to change some keys in security? The Northerners remain in the position of security apparatus of Nigeria. Have you wondered why it's like that? Have you wondered why this state, even recently, the Northerners just protested against the man in charge of defense? They just made a protest against him. Since the time this man came into power, the insecurity has been on the high rising rate. Nobody is removing anybody. Have you wondered why? That was a critical position. But it's not as if you don't have another Northerners that can do it, because anyone that is still coming is still going to continue the agenda. They kept this man, what's the man, the one that died in plane crash, the army chief that planned to come and destroy the Southerners, the Easterners, to be precise. And as I heard, he died in plane crash, which we prophesied in 2020, that 2015, that God would shake some people. Some people would die, some people go sick. It didn't take long. It started happening. That video is in my channel. That man died in plane crash, the army chief. He died. Why is those people see that this guy, they put out a new person, the same new person from the north. When they discover that there's any mods from the south and is the rightful position to take over, they will retire him. They will keep retiring the armies that are in key position. Have you not seen that game going on? Now, Mary Odili, okay, more volume. Mary Odili, okay, that's the voice. Mary Odili, it's obvious that Mary Odili was to be the next, what's his name? What's the chief judge of Nigeria for the Federation? Everybody knows that she is the next. What do? They retire her before her time, so that she won't be there. There will be no story. That is to tell you the agenda of these people. Now, look at this video now. Then I'll begin to tell you more reasons why I told you there will be no election in Nigeria. There may be no election in Nigeria. I hope it's this one. Let me play this one and see. Allahu Akbar! Okay.
دولة الإسلام باقية الله أكبر دولة الإسلام باقية دولة الإسلام باقية دولة الإسلام باقية 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 بإذن الله باقية الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر.
So they are shouting, they are starting their job. These people happen to be the terrorist group. You know that when this Buhari came into power, he told us how everything is going to change, how he's going to vibrate and make sure that he relocated the army barrack to Boronu. Insurgency will be a thing of the past. No more story, no more this. Everything was talked. So there was a lot of hyping about how he's going to bring everything to a halt. Now, when he came, instead of bringing it to the halt, we started hearing money about $300 million or whatever. How many millions of dollars he sent to them and gave them to establish a radio. The next thing he thought was Ruga. He started planning for Ruga. All those things you saw them making plans for is simply because they want to go into the length and breadth of Nigeria. They want to actualize that dream of taking over Nigeria because Nigeria belongs to them. This one I'm saying everybody must have had it. But the problem, if you have heard it, what have you done? And what are you doing? My own, I'm here sitting there to tell you that these people are coming. Now, with these kind of people who are firing from all cylinders, ably equipped. Yesterday, a man was traveling to go and marry his wife. As he got to Law Anta in Abia State, he was ambushed by kidnappers. They took their mother, took their father, and him. They used knife to cut him. They were about to cut him. He put his hand, and the knife cut him into pieces. So I saw them. The video is here, but I can't show you that kind of video. They were using something still to sew the hand, and they were videoing it. He said, if you follow me, if you're on my WhatsApp, you watch it there on my WhatsApp page, where they are sewing a man's hand. And they'll say that Fulani people, they did it. The news about what the Fulani are doing, and yet nobody is doing anything. And the problem is not because of this thing happened to be not is because of the south. Is in the south. The problem is completely not just for the south. Look at what this man. There was this particular this fearless a man. He says something that I would like us to listen. Listen. So the man is, let me interpret in Hausa because I understand Hausa. He said, if idan gaske ne ana yin wannan abin ya sa mana hukumi an rufe wannan baki ana kashe mu ba a bayan komai ba, that if it is true that there is coronavirus and they ask us to close our mouth with this particular bead they use in covering us, that's the mask, then they say we should do it to protect us from dying. Then why is the bandit killing us? Nobody is doing anything. The same government that say cover your mouth not to die, they are killing us. You are not stopping the killing. That how are we sure that this corona is really real? That was the man asking. They closed down their mosque so that they will not die. Then people are killing them. You are not stopping that one. What? You are stopping them from dying from corona, but you are not stopping them from dying in the hand of that bandit. That's the question this imam is asking. So if it is true that all this thing you are telling you don't want us to die, why is bandit killing us and nothing is being done? And I want to answer him because this man probably may be an Hausa man. He's not a Fulani man. Maybe, I'm not sure. And since because if he's a Fulani man, he should know the agenda of the Fulanis. The Fulanis are not from Nigeria. They came and they belong here. They are not part of Nigeria. Now they want to take over Nigeria. If you go to history, I studied about those who came first in Nigeria. The Igbos happened to be the first to arrive this geographical location, which was amalgamated and called it Nigeria. The Igbos, go and Google it. You can go to your history. The Igbos are the indigenous people of that land, the eastern region. They were called the people of the east. Igbos. Go and check it. No wonder they are called Igbo. Igbo, Ndebo, the early people, those early. Igbo means Ndebo. Now, these people now that you took over, after they came, before Yoruba came in, later on, outside they have been there on their own, that way. In that then, Fulani came, joined. After then, the colonial masters entered. Now, these people that came later from different regions of the world, because they were Marudas, they were training their cow and find themselves in a geographical location that the source that is good. Then the colonial master enter. After doing all they did, which I'm not going to go into that history, they try to make sure they have access to the oil they discovered in the south. Unfortunately, the Igbo people gave them top 10 as well as the Yorubas. They couldn't allow them to settle. It was in the process of struggling to settle, they manipulated a little bit, convinced some Yorubas, and they were even trying to make money from the Yorubas, the people that visited the colonial masters, telling them to come and pay to see them in the river. I don't want to go into that detail. From there, they moved them to Owerri. That was where they discovered the oil they saw within that area. Owerri and all those areas, they were all one. They were seen as Alibu, both Ikwere. They were all Igbo area. So the headquarters was in Owerri, where that's why they still have where they call Shell Camp in Owerri till tomorrow. So that was where they settled. When they saw the oil, because nobody know how to man the oil, how to harness the oil, how to refine, they now so let them collaborate with the people, because the Igbo refused to allow them to settle. They refused. They gave them tough time. They said, no, you can't settle. What you know, we know. So it was the oil. They said, okay, let's have an agreement, joint agreement, so that you get the oil, we refine, we can use it, that's money. They now had an agreement and came together. For that part, because of the oil. That coming together was where they were able to penetrate and settle down in Owerri, where they called Shell location, Shell Camp. So that settling down was what brought everybody together now. Now, I'm telling you something. After coming down together, it was then they now saw that they had tough time with the Igbos. When the colonial masters were leaving, they called the Northerners, the Fulanis. They listened. If these people hold power, you guys will remain slave forever. Do everything within yourself. Don't allow it, because they are educated, they are wise, they are stubborn. They not told the Eastern Fulani. That's one of the points they told the Fulani, and since then they have been doing everything possible to make sure they are holding to power. And that's why they don't want no Igbo man has ruled Nigeria. Forget about Zeke. Zeke was just a ceremonial president. The only one that ruled Nigeria to just about 3 months was Ironsi, Agu Ironsi. Just about 6 months. And they killed him. Our Igbo people, yes, they do coup and kill the people they killed. They messed up, which if somebody, a good advisor was there, they wouldn't have done that. But nobody knew what happened before those Igbo. There was Yorubas, there was some other tribe, the Benues, they were involved in that coup. The only people they pointed were the Igbos that they plotted the coup. They are the one. But this was an advice that was given to them because there was a fraudulent corruption was going on. As a group of people called them, engineered by the colonial masters, and told them, you won't keep quiet. These people are messing up with your economy. Deal with them. They were simply doing it to instigate trouble, because most of our Western countries, they know how to instigate trouble and say that they can make their business. That's what you do. Africa is suffering. The Westerners are causing problem there. They will sell their weapon to us because they know you're going to come buy their ammunition. That's why when I see people, when the war started, Russia will come and fight for us, Britain will fight for us, America will come and fight for us. You are joking. They will give you, they will take money from you and sell ammunition. If your money finish, you are finished. You are joking. That's why before you think of war, you have to plan it very well. I'm hearing a group of people, to be precise, the IPOBs, they said there will be no election, there will be no election. And they're not saying it because they are talking, they're saying it because they want to go into war. And I want to ask you, how prepared are you for the war? If you don't start a war that you are not prepared for, you will regret it. We will end up losing the same people. But let me not go there. Now, these people now have that particular history at the back of their hand that no way would they allow these people to be in power. They have vowed it that they don't want to see any Igbo man in that position. And now there's people, this group of these three people, there are many of them that are contested, but the notable ones we know very well happen to be these three individuals: Jagaban, P2B, and the Atiku. Kwankwoso is part of it. What's his name? This is my brother. I love him in my own way. What's his name? The man for the youth. What's his name again? The guy that is Sahara Desert guy. Sorry, Sahara reporter guy. Showore. Thank you, my dear, on the Instagram. You are doing a good job there. God bless you. So this Showore happened to be another guy that's part of them. But these are the three notable ones. These three guys that are there. We have had so many leaders from the northern extraction. They have been holding this power for years, both for the military region, both for the civil region. They are always there. Yet they still, why have you wondered? They still don't want to let go. After both Abacha them, both Abdullah them, all of them, why they still want to remain there forever? Upon all this, the time they stay together holding that power, yet they don't want to let go. Have you wondered why? Is it that they love power so much? No! That's something they're going for. It's not as if they love power more than you. There's something they're going for. They have an agenda. So now, if anywhere, the way the wind is blowing, if peradventure, for any reason, an Igbo man takes over that position, have you seen that the vision and the plan to get Nigeria Islamized has been truncated? Have you seen why I told you that there will be no election? And one of the way they are planning, let me tell you something that happened within this election. Do you know they wanted to make sure Atiku takes over that position? Listen to this area. If you're watching me now, listen to this area now. Listen carefully. Do you know they were planning that Atiku, what the APC wanted to do is to give an Igbo man that slot of presidency so that people will think they are lenient. That was the initial plan. and indirectly support Atiku to remain in power, to see if he can still get them this dream of being Islamized in the country. But when they were a little bit not completely strongly sure that Atiku will give them that position. They agitated against it. And I saw a video, sorry, time will fail me to discover that video, where a man said in Hausa that the last thing they will ever take is to pick anybody that is not Muslim to support Tinibu. I saw that video, but I don't know where, I can't place my finger where it is now. So they said that is the last thing will ever happen, that never will they allow anybody that is not a Muslim to deputize Tinibu. Because that time they wanted to use an Igbo man. Listen to this area, so tell you, please share this broadcast. Listen to this area, very critical. They wanted to put an Igbo man as the APC candidate. Or Satan, let me use the word Satan. It may not be an Igbo. Amechi them, Joba them. No, they don't have any plan for Rochas at all. They were thinking of Amechi, Joba, and many others. They wanted to put them there, but indirectly go and support Atiku to give them that Fulanization agenda. But the winning, they said they thought that Fulani may not really necessarily give them what they want. The plan changed. Now, number two, Jagaban on his own was threatening hell. Emiyoko. I made the Buhari what he is. I kept him there. You guys don't know the video, don't know the story now. So that video he made, people thought that the Buhari will come against him. Even some Nafulanis were fighting, shouting that this man is biting more than he can chew. They will come against. No, the man was saying the truth. He knew the agreement they had in secret, number one. He knew also something we don't know in Asarok. I repeat, he made that public video disgracing the whole president, that he was the one who made him a president, which should have made him to go to jail or deny him the position to be the flag bearer. After making that particular session, they were threatened that this man will expose some secret they were holding together, something that is happening in Asarok. Only them know. But one day, God will make it open for everybody to know. So when they saw the way he was going, they said, if they keep quiet, this man, because at the initial time, the news we had that he was disqualified. But when they heard the anonymity, they say, if you go that way, this man will do evil. Because let him not expose them, they allowed Tinibu to be their flag bearer. Now, what they now plan to do, what they plan now, record this area. What they did now was to go and get a hardcore Fulani man that had been supporting indirectly bandits, supporting that bandit indirectly, and put him to be the vice, which everybody is ranting and shouting, Muslim ticket. You are there wasting your time. It is a calculated plan. And why did they do that? They said they want to retaliate what Obasanjo did to them. He may not have had this one from anywhere. I'm the one giving you this information. They want to retaliate what Obasanjo did to them about Yaradua. They said Obasanjo knew that Yaradua was sick, and he went and appointed him to be the flag bearer of PDP that made the good Lord Jonathan they come into power. So they say he know that the Yaradua will not make it. They have accused Obasanjo of that. So that's why now they want to pick this guy Jagaban, so that Shetima, I think that him be this. I don't see some video about him. Laugh, don't want kill me. I mean, now be this one, so that they will. Is he the one? I don't know. So that they will put him there to be the next president. So for them, have you seen when they called for interview? The NBA called for interview, but Jagaban did not go because they know that he cannot deliver. If you go there, you say Miloko, Apple and Japo and Gare and Bedo. That's what he'll be there. You see what he's going to say? They send him because look, this is the man. This is the man that will be there for them to actualize their Fulanization agenda. Quote me. Because they have planned something. I will not mention anything on Emiloko. They have planned something on Emiloko. Emiloko will not last there. It is this somebody that will take over, just like good Lord Jonathan Isaga. That is what is going to happen. That is what is going to happen. That is the plan. But the way the Obi obedient movement is going, is blowing so hard on them, they are no longer comfortable about it. Hence, there is a backup plan that if this thing continue like this, these people will be put into action. These people will be put into action. This is what we are hearing at the background now. By the time these people continue doing something, as I said, go back to Islam, come back to Islam. By the time these people that are telling come back to Islam start operating their business, doing it very well, they will now announce, because of insecurity, there will be no election. Or election is stopped, is halted, is postponed, is what do you call it? They will give it one particular name, so that no Igbo man will be there. They will use bandit insecurity to stop the election. It is obvious. What have people not done? People say, do protest, do protest. What kind of protest will you do that this government that don't listen? Do they hear? Look at the protest that was done by Roman Catholic Church. A whole bishop,
on the
demonstration in their mouth.
God has no clock. God doesn't have a clock, and every time is a perfect time for God. What I think the point that Nigerians are missing, politicians are attempting to set the Catholic Church, against government. Our protest is not about politics, it's not about Buhari. Anybody living in this country must be genuinely concerned about where we are.
Exactly.
And traditional rulers in northern Nigeria are saying religious leaders. So it's not about religion, everybody. So what we've done is to do what the Catholic Church knows how to do best, namely to pray. We have an idea about how a good society can come about. This is not something an individual can do, but we need an aggregate of goodwill. We need a demonstration of the fact that there is a bit of passion and commitment. Look, in one of these Latin American countries, only last week, a 7-year-old girl was killed. The whole country went on strike. On demonstration. We are getting to a point of saturation, and it is dangerous for a country when you are told 30 people have died and it doesn't matter. So this is all we are saying. We are not making a judgment one way or the other, but we are saying
they can see this. They have done protests. A bishop have been involved, archbishop have been involved in protests. A lot of protests is not working. They are doing something. I'm going to be making a video about the church. There's something I want to be saying about the church. That's for another time. So what are we saying? Amidst all these things, do you know that these people have kept adamant? They're still on what they're doing. They don't care. If you like, kill yourself. If you like, stay alive. Then finally, listen to this particular voice note too. That's a secret that
Lagos,
about to be exposed.
working in the Ministry of Labor, then headed by Festus Okotie-Eboh, a flamboyant politician who was treasurer of the NCNC. The British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC, ran a documentary titled The Gift of Democracy. The 27.5-minute documentary tells how Nigeria was rigged at the very beginning. It explains how the British shot out a section of Nigeria and willfully handed Nigeria over to mediocrity.
I don't want to go deep in this particular time. It's for another day because my video is already getting too long. And I don't like my video personal to be too long. In nutshell, there is a calculated plan to keep Nigeria. This British now that you heard that they had, there's a secret documentation that was discovered somewhere, which maybe in my next video I will play it for you fully. This particular secret document, I will play so that the people in Instagram will also hear me very well. This particular secret document is one of the reasons why Nigeria is not going to be having an election. And having said that, I didn't know where I put that particular information. That the British Commission has said with the insecurity going in Nigeria, there is not going to be election in Nigeria. I heard it I just said it. Immediately I saw that publication, I said, let me not be keeping this into myself. There's some area I don't want to talk today, but I want to tell you, with this plan of Islamic agenda, one, and with this plan of people making insecurity are bent, they are making money, kidnapping people, raising money, steady killing. If they kidnap you, your people refuse to bring money, they will cut you into pieces and send your pass for money. So they are still making their money. If you come and bail your person, they will make money. If you don't come and bail, they make money. They are not giving any room. Oh, they make money to buy more weapons. If you see the ammunition these people have, And this is the people, an organization who is coming to say, you want to fight without getting ready, plan very well. Don't go and kill yourself. I don't want to mention any organization. If you are planning to go and fight anybody, I say, when a child refuses to be matured enough to fight what killed the father, if care is not taken, what killed the father will also kill him. If you people are not prepared very well, and you are saying no election, nothing will happen in Igbo land, this and that, I'm supporting you when you say no election, but when you are not prepared enough to fight anybody and you are fighting, you are wasting your time. They will end up shedding blood of innocent people. So, with this information available to me, why these people now have put in Jagaban. You people are there shouting, they have failed. You saw the Facebook that put, there were people are shouting, they have failed, they have failed. After all said and done,
if there's going to be any people whatsoever, you should communicate it. And I was
after all said and done, this is where they were having an interview. This after this, when they did the debate, the man that represented came to do. They were interviewing, why is your flag bearer didn't come for the election? And people, the mob gathered there and were shouting, they have failed, they have failed. Disgrace him. This is not the second time it's happening. A governor was on the podium speaking. They commanded him and bullied him down from the podium. To tell you that people are disgusted and tired of all this wickedness, mediocrity being promoted in Nigeria. And despite all these things, watch it, they still put a mediocre. We are suffering from what a mediocre, an old man caused, generated, or not just caused, or aggravated. They are still bringing the worst to put him there. And people have made that prophecy. And it's going to work. That if the Abedu becomes the president, that you celebrate Bubu. Bubu will be a saint where this guy is. And it's possible. And I agree with them. I totally agree with that assertion. That if this guy becomes the president, Abadu, is it Abadu or you people call it Abedu? Local. If he becomes the president, Bubu will be celebrated because the person is a hero. They will miss him, as we're missing Jonathan now. So with this particular information, most of this thing, I doubt there's going to be election. They will use either the election goes their way, that Jagaban will take over, so that they support the man at the back, what is named Vice, will finally be the president, or Jagaban will be there, but the person that will be working is the president, the Vice. Mark my word, I repeat. They either did the Jagaban will be, I don't know what happened to him, but indirectly, the person who is the president should be their Vice. That is the plan. You can be answering the name. It's like chancellor of a university and the vice chancellor, VP. Vice chancellor does the work. VP, we don't know him, whether he's a human being, nobody knows. Most times a traditional ruler. That is what they want to play in Nigeria now. That there will be a president, but the VP is the one controlling the affairs of the country. Buhari has only ruled that way. It was Diamond that was known, even though Buhari was the president. This one he's saying that the Kabas are the one in charge of Nigeria. Buhari is nowhere to be found. The same way now when they put Jagaban there, they say that Satan is there. But they are the one controlling the nation. They will still achieve their dream. So they are playing in two ways. If you don't want us to elect, now the INEC just started telling us that we're going to do election manually. They just moved from digital, try to go back to analog, to give the room to rig. Can't you see what they handed on the wall? That's an agenda. That is on debate now. They want to go back to manual delivery because they saw they used the electronic delivery that gave Adeleke victory in Osun. They don't want to repeat that again. They want to say if they do it in federal, definitely they know they're going to lose. So it's either they use the manipulation to put their man. If it's not going to work, then they use insecurity to stop the election so that their man will still remain in power. With this, few more things. Let me hold my peace. I don't want to go some area for one thing or the other, but at the right time, I will still open up. I want to stop this video to tell you we have to be very, very careful. There is snake, there is fire on the mountain. If care is not taken, I don't know where the fire will lead us. Thank you, my wonderful people. Do me a favor, share the video. Let it go to meet those who need to see it. and know that we are really in a very precarious situation. There is trouble in Nigeria. See you on the other side of my broadcast. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Moral Interactive, Joe Vika TV, poised to reach you with the truth.